there, May Flom here, and I'm feeling very festive, very hero holidays today. Thank you to my friends at a blog named Hero for inviting me to be a guest today. I'm going to be inspired by the Falala stamps. Yes, stamps. I've got my wood-mounted stamp here, and I also have a Falala sentiment on this stamp as well, and it just got me kind of inspired, and I'm going to show you how to quick, easy, super fun, super festive, a gift wrap and also a card. So let's get crafting. Right here, what you can see is I've got a package and I've stamped Falala in watermark ink, and then I took this green pigment ink here and stamped "'Tis the Season to Be Jolly." Now these are a Clearly Kelly stamp set. A lot of really fun little sayings on there. And the next thing I'm going to do is take the red ink pad from this set, and I'm going to use the Joy stamp from the Clearly Kelly. Basically, by just taking a little plain brown wrapped package, I am going to transform it into my own custom design. Now you might notice you could go all the way around. For something like this, I'm just going to stamp the top. And I'm also going to understand that because my box is not perfectly flat, it's also a little bit soft, that some of my stamps may not come out perfect, but that's also okay. If you're not okay with this, you just need to stamp your paper before you wrap it. I don't like to do this for two reasons. Number one, part of my stamping is going to get covered up anyway, so I tend to not worry about it so much. And number two, and I'm just going to stamp that 4 times. And number two, besides the fact that some of it's going to get covered up, I like to have everything centered up for the front of my package. So now that this is done, I'm going to just quickly, since these are pigment inks, I'm just going to take a heat tool and quickly set them like so, and then we'll work on the tag to finish off this package. Now that my package is set, we're going to make a little tag to go on top of it. And to start off with, I'm going to color my little fox friend here. Now I'm going to go ahead and use some Zig clean color markers. I'm going to use these because, guys, that's what I have got here, and since I've got a little scrap of watercolor paper, just exactly the perfect size for something like this, a little tag, I feel like that's going to be perfect for me. You could use absolutely anything from Copics to Distress to inks, whatever you've got, whatever you like. The real key here, of course, is just going to be when you're working on this and you're making this, just make sure to work on a paper that will work well with the medium that you're using. So you work with whatever you happen to have and what works well for you. Me, I like working with these colors. I think they're fun and they happen to be right here, which makes them all the more convenient for my holiday crafting. So I'm just going through and blending these colors together. Nice and easy. I love a little coloring at the holidays, and for me, a little bit of stamping and coloring with a Hero Art stamp, even better, because it just means that I'm getting a little bit of time, a little bit of crafty time, a little bit of coloring time to work on my skills at a time that is so super busy around here. So I really enjoy that. And then I'm going to color his little booties, that darker brownish color that I was using. It's such a fun one. And I'm just going to put a little bit of green. That's a lighter green, and then I'll come in here with a little bit of darker green and color a few of the little spots, the little lines. Not worrying about absolute perfection or anything here, guys, just having a little fun. And then I'm also going to come in here on the scarf. I'm going to come in here and I'm just going to check my water brush that it's clean. Come in here with a little bit of water and do a little bit of blending. Just give it a little bit of that watercolor look. A little blendy. And there we go. So once I'm happy with Mr. Fox, I'm going to cut a corner off one side. And what I'm going to do, this is my magical tag making trick, so that I can use up these scraps of paper, whether they're pattern paper, white paper, whatever, flip it over and trim the other side off. And now all I have to do is punch a hole, add some twine, and I've got a package ready to go. Oh, but wait, there's one more. I'm going to get out my little teeny tiny hero art stamp here, because what would a package be without the two? We have to know who it's to. So pull out these little stamps. Long time favorites here. Now it just would not be the holidays without some card making as well. So I am going to stick with my Falala theme, only this time I'm going to use this woodblock Falala, which is one of my favorite stamps this season. Now I have here, I've already stamped it in red dye ink, and I cut it out. I actually used my Scan and Cut to cut this out. And what I'm going to do is make a card here where this is going to be right front and center here, but it comes into, okay, well, what else can I do with this? How can I make this a little more interesting? Well, here's what we're going to do. We're going to take some of these little pigment inks, and we're going to take this beautiful, beautiful Lisa's Pen and Ink Fur stamp. I like to get the names for those for you guys. Love this one. And I'm going to ink this up, and I'm just going to stamp it a couple of times, and I am going to go ahead and stamp it a couple of times. And when I stamp it, I'm going to not necessarily re-ink it. I'm just going to kind of see how it goes and get a couple going on there in a kind of a swirly pattern. And then I will rinse this off and repeat with the second color. And after I've stamped a couple times in the second color, I can set my stamped Falala down and see where we're at. And where I'm at is I feel like I need one more, and I'm going to use this darker green here in this little set. And just a fun little tip and note, you notice I'm only stamping the one end because I know I don't want both ends to show. So I'm also just kind of double checking here where I'm going to be stamping so that I can make sure I'm stamping in the right spot, filling the right gap that I want filled. And I'm happy with that. There's one more little thing though. It just needs a little sparkle and fun and shine. So I am going to pull out some gold mist, and I'm just going to shake this up nicely here. This is the Heidi Swap Gold Mist, and flick a little bit down along here because it feels like it'd be a little more fa-la-la with a little gold fun. Super quick and easy design, you guys. And if we stop here, we haven't used any consumables such as stickers or things. You could make as many of these as you want, but I'm going to dress this up just a little bit more. So I went ahead and mounted my card onto this red cardstock because I just think it'll give it that special little pop. And then next up here, I've got some matte finish liquid adhesive, and that's going to work really well to add my little sprinkly elements. And I'm just going to add a few little sequins and doodads here just because I think it'll be festive and fun. I'm going to start with some green. Since I have the gold in the mist, I want to start with some green, and this is just a little like shaker box mix that's got some sequins, it's got some beads, it's got some like teeny tiny confetti like sequin stuff. So it's just got a couple little different tiny elements here, and now they're all falling all over. That's okay. We'll just move them around here with my finger, and I try to let it be kind of random what ends up dropping down. I don't try to like plan out exactly what's going to be where. And once we've got those things down, let's see if I can reach in and pick out, okay, what did we get? We got a little bead. There we go, a little bead and a little square guy. So once I've got those down, I can look at if, I like to do a couple at a time. So I can see I'd like a little one right here. And I feel like maybe right over here as well. So I'll just grab the two that I have left out and plop those down. I don't feel like I need gold sequins, but I do have gold stickles. And what I'm going to do with this is give it a shake so that gets down to the bottom here, and then I am just going to give it a squeeze and just put little dollops. If you have little enamel dots or different kind of glitter glue, maybe some pearlized accents, whatever you want, whatever you've got, whatever works well for you, that would be another fun idea to add into this project. And I'm just kind of keeping it along the little line there, just as a fun little way to add another level of dimension. I hope you have enjoyed my projects here today. For more of my videos, of course, you're welcome to subscribe. I will see you next time.